Alright, it's long overdue because I was beating myself up over not making a video. So today, we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna talk about basically my supplements that I use every single day that are, I like to call them at least my essentials, where it's nothing that really is over the top, but I believe taking these certain supplements are the basics into, I guess, supplementation in itself. So we're gonna run through those and why I take them, the dosages, and then hopefully you guys can gain some value and then do your own research and start taking things as necessary. I'm not a doctor. I feel like I should say that. I'm not a doctor, that whole thing. This is my opinion as a trainer and someone who's been doing this for 7 years now. So thanks for watching, and let's do it. Alright, so I got them all kind of laid out here. There's not going to be any particular order. I'll definitely mention like what time I take these certain supplements, why obviously, and like I said, the dosage as well. So we're going to start off with the basic that I think everyone should be taking just because it's normally lacked in the diet, especially if you're not in the gym weight training. And that's going to be this guy, whey protein, specifically regular, just protein powder in general. Doesn't have to be whey, it could be a plant-based if you have stomach issues with dairy, and it can also be a casein blend. It can be a concentrate whey, it can be an isolate. There's many different forms, many different price options. That bottle right there is probably like $89, which is absolutely outrageous, but it helps me get to my daily protein goal. So everybody should be getting at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you're someone who has a lot of body fat to lose, I would recommend going to your goal weight. So say you have 100 pounds to lose, you want to be 200. I would strive to get 200 grams of protein a day, especially like I mentioned, if you're someone who's not really in the gym, yes, you need protein, and you'll probably find that you're having a lot less than that, especially if you're from the States like I am, because the diet over here is pretty freaking terrible if you ask me. So protein powder and what to look for. I'm not even in the freaking frame. Jesus! Ah, that's better. Okay, so protein powder and what to look for. You want to make sure that the ingredients, for one, if you're anything like me, making sure the ingredients list is as short as possible, because the order in which you're reading it is what the prominent ingredient is within the product that you're buying. So if the first ingredient is not protein, don't even bother. I haven't seen that in a very long time, nor have I really looked though, so be mindful for that. The other thing I want to take note of is the serving amount. You'll see 32 gram scoop. You want to have that scoop number as close to the protein content as possible. This one is 24 grams of protein. It's a 32 gram scoop. So of that 24 grams of protein, there is, quick math, 8 grams of other stuff in that. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously there's going to be flavoring involved. This is a chocolate. There's going to be other stuff if you go with different companies. Like they do Oreo collabs, they do, you know, I've seen everything. That is also going to be within the one scoop. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're going for a really clean Camera died on me, man. As I was saying, if you're going for a really clean approach to your diet, like everything, not even supplements, pay attention to the ingredients list as best as you can, because I'm doing no dairy, no gluten, no added stuff like fillers, sweeteners, all that stuff, and I feel great. And if that's credited to no dairy, no gluten, or vice versa, who knows, but I'm letting it roll, and so far so good. So I recorded like 5 minutes of what this next supplement is, and the camera wasn't even recording. So we're gonna do this again. The next one, I'm gonna take this every single day, no matter what. I recommend it to everybody, even if you don't weight train, you're not in the gym. This, mark my words, is going to be like the next big supplement that everyone's gonna be, not prescribed, but recommended to take, because it is now showing cognitive benefits, it's now showing anti-cancer, and it's pretty much the closest thing you can get to taking extra stuff. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but if you know what I mean, like extra stuff. Super safe, totally legal, creatine monohydrate. So 5 grams a day, drink a lot of water. You should be drinking water anyways, but 5 grams a day. There's some people out there that do 10. I haven't heard much about how beneficial it is to go from 5 to 10, but all I know is that 5 works for me. 5 grams is what is studied and shown to improve performance in the gym, amongst all those other benefits as well. So what you want to do is have pure, if it focuses, there we go, pure creatine monohydrate. And if you can see other ingredients, none. That's what you want. None of this other stuff has fillers in it, or there's creatine hydrochloride, which is shown to be better absorbed, but that's not the one that is studied the most. So I'm sticking to the basics here, and I'm not trying to be some crazy like competitor at this moment, but creatine monohydrate, please take that every day. In short, if you remember in like 7th grade biology class, the process of which you make energy within your cells, ATP, this helps that production of that. So you'll take it, 2 weeks will go by, maybe you're doing 50s on dumbbell press, which is great. You do it for 10 without creatine supplementation. 2 weeks from then, you could probably get it for 12, maybe 13. So more reps, increasing weight in the gym, more progress. Combine that with proper sleep, proper nutrition, everything's great. You're now jacked. Congratulations. All right. I also recorded half of this next clip too, but the next 1, 2, 3 are something that I recommend to everybody, but if I miss it, I'm not really beating myself up too much. And the reason why I use it is because the diet that we all have nowadays, the nutrients that we're getting from our food is very minimal compared to what it used to be like back in the day, like a while ago, 100 years ago. And that is because of the influx in how much manufacturing and the additives that are put into our food, the nutrients is less. So people are like, oh, have a orange for vitamin C. It's not much vitamin C as it used to be. So that's exactly why I supplement with a multivitamin. So this is to pretty much close the gaps, I like to say to my clients, and allows me to take in nutrients that I may not be getting from the food sources that I'm eating. So I usually get the Ultimate Man from the Vitamin Shop, pretty basic. There's a ton of shit in it. Make sure you take this with food. So the next supplement is going to be with food as well. Take this with food because vitamin A, D, E, and K are all fat-soluble vitamins. All those are in here, and the next supplement is vitamin D. They need to be absorbed with fat. They bond to a fat molecule. So if you're taking vitamin D and a multivitamin on an empty stomach, you're not getting enough absorption out of it. And if you are taking it on an empty stomach, good for you, because that would mess me all up, like completely. So, like I said, the next one that I take daily, especially if you live in an area where the sun is not present as often. I live in the East Coast United States, so right now it's winter time and it's absolutely miserable. The sun is currently going down. It's 3:40, so hopefully I can speed this process up. But that's why colds happen, because the vitamin D levels diminish during the winter months. You're bundled up, the skin is not exposed to sunlight, and those illnesses, the bacteria, everything in the pathogens in your body are now going to come in stronger because your immune system can no longer fight those off because the vitamin D is present. Vitamin D is huge for hormone health, brain health, everything, and almost everybody's deficient in vitamin D. So I combine D3 and K2, and basically what the K2, if it loads, the K2 will help the absorption rate of the vitamin D further. So that's that. Then the third one, involving immunity, sickness, winter months, it's going to be zinc. This one is a 50 milligram serving. Take this in the morning as well, but I usually split these in half. 25 milligrams is enough. And that is kind of like a cheap insurance thing once again, so I ensure that I don't get sick. And like I said, with food as well. I almost forgot about this one. This one I've had so much good feedback on because I tried it and then it worked so well. I'm recommending it to people and my clients, and someone told me yesterday how well they've been sleeping because of this supplement, and that's magnesium glycinate. So I take 400 milligrams before bed, usually about 30 minutes before bed. I sleep like a rock, and the people who have told me that it worked said the same thing. Once again, almost everyone, is deficient in magnesium. Men especially have a need for magnesium too for testosterone health, and I might as well talk about the next one that I do as well for increasing testosterone levels naturally. Other than magnesium and ashwagandha, that I don't take that every day. It's in my powder, which I'll show you next, but along with those, good sleep with magnesium, ashwagandha. I did a lot of research on Tongkat Alley, and I've been trying it for about 6 months now, and I felt a little bit more of aggression. I haven't got my testosterone checked yet, but not aggression, but more like drive. I had more energy. I'm gonna do another video probably next week on getting my testosterone checked after taking this. It's a natural herb and totally safe, and I take 500 milligrams a day. So a buddy of mine has taken this. He actually works at the vitamin store. He said he had great feedback with it from other people that were taking it. I would obviously never take something that's illegal or unsafe. So far so good. I definitely got stronger. I definitely look better, but that's probably credited to all the shit that I've been doing in the gym as well. So kind of splitting hairs. This is one of the unnecessary ones, and I'll probably call it a day after this ball is done, see how I feel after about 2 to 3 months without it, and then get my levels checked at that point as well. That'll be a cool little video to kind of document my process with that too. Alright, this one's fun. Pre-workout. Oh, I love it. There's nothing like slamming a scuba pre-workout and smashing a good chest day, or like anything, just anything at all, except for cardio. Don't take pre-workout and go do cardio. That's a bad decision. once again, this is very, very important because the pre-workouts that are out there, they can be filled with absolute shit. And I've had some of them. You feel gross, you jittery, you're crashing at the end of your workout, and the rest of the day you're just trying to stay awake. Take your time and read into the ingredients list, the dosaging, and what the company you're buying from. Are they just trying to get your money? Is everything properly dosed? Like I said, like, do your research. And the company that I found, I support the owner, I support the team, I support their products, is BPN. So shout out Nick Barry, he's an absolute savage. Everyone on the team there, it's so motivating. This one has 300 milligrams of caffeine. If you're sensitive to caffeine, don't even try taking pre-workout. You don't need it. If you're not sensitive to caffeine and you're anything like me, this is just what you need. Maybe one day I'll have a code for you guys. That'd be so sick. But 300 milligrams caffeine, we get some citrulline, beta-alanine. So what beta-alanine does, 3.2 grams is the optimal dose, and that's going to prevent muscular fatigue. Caffeine crosses the blood-brain barrier, increases focus. Obviously, you know what caffeine does. Everyone's hooked on caffeine, pretty much. And basically, you have the fucking sickest workout ever, usually, with a scoop of this guy and some carbs in you. Can't wait for tomorrow. Further into the BPN line of stuff that I have is the strong greens. Once again, cheap insurance. This has the ashwagandha in it that I was mentioning. And this is pretty much, if you can think of any green vegetable, it's in here. This is great to add in after you work out. It's not going to help build muscle or anything like that directly, but the ashwagandha is known to lower cortisol levels, and you want, especially if you're working out in the morning, you want cortisol levels to be spiked as they normally are in the morning. So you wake up, you get your thing done, and then you go home, and then you kind of wind down and chill. If you were to take this pre-workout, I have before, it's nothing noticeable, but I stopped taking it pre-workout because of that reason and potential of me not getting the most out of my lift. So I take that post-workout at some point. I took it like an hour ago. No big deal. If I miss it, whatever. Still get my nutrients in from all my other sources as well. So cheap insurance, I buy it every other month or something and leave it at that. One thing that I have been doing every day for a while is electrolytes in the morning. So BPN has an electrolytes powder. This one is strawberry, it tastes great, and properly dosed. These sticks, or I don't even know what you call them, like little packets that you put in your water bottle, half of them are filled with sugar, half of them aren't properly dosed with the salt, magnesium, and potassium. So basically, you want 1 scoop of this in the morning, maybe a half a scoop, but it's going to hydrate you immediately. You're very dehydrated in the morning. It'll spark the digestion, it'll get you going, wake you up. I combine this, I have like a vitamin water zero, 1 scoop or half a scoop in it, and then slam some more water after that. Alright, that's it because the camera's going to die and I'm going to get this off really quick. Thank you for watching. This video is way too rushed, but I have to get something up, so stay tuned. I have a video coming every other week unless I don't. And those are my supplements that I take on a pretty much daily basis that's helped me perform my best, get the sleep, get the recovery, and make sure that I'm checking all the boxes that I possibly can. So I need like one of those hand tripod things. This thing's way too close. Whatever. Alright, appreciate it.